What's going on, guys? Queasy Flips here, out on a walk on this beautiful Thursday morning with my purple Triton. And today's topic for the video will be about beater Balisongs. So this Triton here was my first ever Balisong. I got it about a year and a half ago. First quality Balisong other than my CCCs, of course. And as you can obviously see, it's been beaten to death and it's served me very well. The point being is that everyone needs a beater, right? A Balisong that they can not worry about dropping, not worry about it breaking, and just take it anywhere with you. Right? The purpose of a beater is to obviously beat it, but you need a quality Balisong that can actually take a beating, right? Because you don't want it just to fall apart and deteriorate on you. And obviously it will eventually as you continue to drop it more and more on concrete. But there are a handful of models out there that are built like tanks and they could really take a beating. The Triton has some mixed reviews on its durability and, you know, ability to stand the test of time, because the lack of hardened steel in the blade, the fact that it's not hardened, and neither are the Zen pins, I believe, it just deteriorates, right? And creates handle slap, which is when the handles slap together. My Triton has been beat for about a year and a half and has not had that issue yet, which I'm very thankful for, because I feel like that would be very annoying. And I understand how that is a problem for a lot of people, but not on mine. I also love how it looks after it's been beat, just all of these battle scars. It adds some texture to the handles as well, because when you first get a Triton, it's very smooth and prone to slippage, if you will. A lot of people complain about that the Triton is really slippery, and it took me a second to get used to, and I used to hate it. But as I started beating it, it developed more grip and just became overall more fun to flip, in my opinion. Another one of my beaters is this Zephyr, and I actually bought this like third hand on the secondary market. Someone upgraded the pivot system to T15 as opposed to T10, and darkened the blade, which looks pretty sick in my opinion. Came to me beat. It still sounds super glassy, especially when it's tuned. Right now it's a little loose. You'd hear tap. You could definitely tune that out, which is really nice. But Zephyrs are known for being absolute tanks and just like taking a beating over and over again and not having to worry about it. Wow, I just did a reverse 0G chaplain on the bite handle. Thank God this is a trainer. That's another thing. You typically want your trainers to be, your beaters to be trainers. Just because, you know, I don't like being questioned, like, in public and like pressed for having a knife out like this. And every time I flip in public, someone's going to ask me about it, and I got to explain it to them that it's just a dull slab of metal that isn't going to do anything. But in general, I say having a beater that is a trainer is well worth your while. But yeah, everyone needs a beater just so they can go around flipping wherever. You know, just pocket your beaters. I have like 4 on me, or I have 4 in my collection, 3 of which are on me currently, and my raw titanium Nemesis by NRB Knives is currently with a friend. I'm letting him borrow it because I got one of my friends into flipping, which is really fun. The Barfly. Now, the Barfly was a huge thing, especially when the OG came out, the old clunky one with the pin design, you know, unable to take it apart and maintain it. And it was just a cool little bottle opener that was a surprisingly good flipper. Then they mastered their design and did a really good job with his V3. The Barfly has these really fat handles that, you know, obviously taper towards the pivots here. The shape of the handles already adds to the handle bias, so I didn't think that it needed any extra weight, so I just took them out, and I find it to be more enjoyable because when it's too handle heavy, chaplains feel kind of weird. But barflies are also built like tanks. The type of steel they use just works really well against concrete. You know, obviously the paint kind of chips a little bit, but you know, I think it just adds personality when you start to beat a knife, start obtaining battle scars and just creating its own look. There is the argument that every time you drop a balisong, it slowly deteriorates and is no longer the flipper it was before you dropped it. And that is true, but as long as you maintain it, make sure it's tuned well, understand the materials that are used, and know how they can take an impact, you should be fine, you know. Just do your research, make sure you get a quality balisong that isn't just gonna fall apart on you. You know, the tolerances will fade the more you beat it, but you know, you only need super crazy tight tolerances if you plan on just, you know, keeping it as a safe queen, like never going outside and flipping with it. But that's a pretty quick summary on the kind of beaters that I have. I have my purple Triton, which I absolutely adore. Never let that go. My first ever balisong. I have my my Zephyr. Really heavy, nice, and has a beautiful sound, I think, even through all the drops. And I got my Barfly. If I were to pick my favorite unbiased flipper, then it would probably be this Zephyr. I really enjoy the way it looks, how the bite handle is its own color. Very easy to decipher which is which, you know, similar to the Barfly, of course, but the Barfly just, it feels chunkier, feels lighter, but I wouldn't say in a necessarily good way. This just feels more solid. And if you guys want to see a full collection video, leave it down in the comments below. I'm really interested to see what you guys think. Also, if you want to see a review on any of the knives you see on these videos, just let me know down below. If you like what you're watching, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, and peace out.